Hello everyone, my name is Chitra Goswami and this video is for the summary of lesson number 30 and the name of the lesson is Our Home. The objective of this lesson is that students will describe their home, use action words related to home activities and participate in creative activities to understand and express what makes a good home. For the first step, the facilitator is going to write a few sentences on the board one by one, and after writing each sentence, you will explain the sentence. Then you will read the sentence aloud and you will ask students to repeat after you. Then you will call on students to explain the meaning of the sentences, making sure that they understand each sentence. The sentences are: Sukriti lives with her parents, they live in a house, they live in a small clean house, and Sukriti's brothers and aunts also live in the house. Sukriti's family cooks in their house. Sukriti's family cleans their house. It is their home is full of love and peace. For the second step, you will ask students to find the words in each sentence that refer to action words, and you will underline the action words that are live, cook and clean. You will explain to students that some words are both action words and descriptive words or nouns. For example, clean is an action word, that is to clean, but it can also describe something that is already clean. For example, the table is clean or a clean shirt. The word love is both an action word and a noun. For example, her heart is full of love. Some nouns like love and peace are not things we can see, but they are powerful forces in our lives. Then you will ask students to name a few other words that refer to important invisible forces. You can give some hints if necessary. For example, care, determination, positivity. And you will make sure the students know different forms of each action word by explaining them and writing them on the board. And you will now you will ask one student to come to the front and use silent actions to show an action word, and other students should guess which action word is being shown. When one student has guessed a word, you will give other students a chance to share other forms of the action word. For example, if one student guesses help, you can give other students a chance to say helping or helped. To increase the difficulty level, you will erase the different forms of the word on the board when students are guessing. For the third step, you will write two lists of words on the board and you will ask students to copy them in their notebooks, and you will ask students to match the words from the list to the opposite word on the other list, and you do not need to use or explain the word opposite. The list of words is given in your FRP. For the fourth step, you will ask students to write 5 sentences about their home in their notebooks, and they can use the words from the list. For the fourth step, you will ask students to write 5 sentences about their home in their notebooks, and they can use the words from the third step, but they can also use other words. For the fifth step, you will tell students that they will create a drawing and discuss it with their partner, and you will ask them the following questions before they begin the drawing. The questions are: how do you imagine a good home? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are the people inside it doing? Then you will draw a good home in your notebook. Then you can share your ideas with your partner. For the sixth step, in this funny activity, students will be pretending to be a family interacting in a home, and you will divide students into groups. Now you will ask each student to create a skit about a family in a home. In the skit, each family member should say some things and do some actions that will show their relationship in their family, and the students watching the skit should guess what the role of each person in the skit is. Who is the mother, who is the grandfather, who is the little brother, and so on. For the seventh step, you will ask students to share what they have learned from Duolingo so far, and you will congratulate students who are putting in extra effort. Then you will get started and practice Duolingo in pairs. While students are on task, you will meet those students who couldn't practice much in the class, and you will talk to them. You will motivate them by saying that with daily practice they can do well, and in the last 2 minutes you will ask students that what new words have you learned today, and you will write the words on the board, and you will ask students to use them in a sentence. Lastly, you will prepare yourself by taking notes from Student Attention Techniques document as done in previous lessons. Thank you so much.